YouTubing, long time no see, and welcome back to the fishery. So I've got a little bit of time to do a few more vlogs. Now that Christmas and whatnot is out the way, I can finally crack on and do a few more vlogs, or more than I was doing on my channel. Things have changed around a little bit since I was last vlogging. I am now self-employed, so I work for myself. Today is Sunday, so I've just got down here now, and I don't have work tomorrow because I don't have a job anymore. Why would you give up full-time work? Because this is now my full-time work. That and a couple of other things, but yeah, mainly because, you know, I want to be here to get this up and running. So yes, the boss has been told to GFY, and this is it now. So I've got a little bit to talk about. We've been doing a lot of work. As you can see, there's all new paths around here, all the net dip stations all done, so it's starting to look pretty good. I've also got some new kit to talk about. I've got a new bivvy, same as what I had before. It's just the Titan Hide XL Pro. My old one was getting a little bit tired, so bought the camo one and a couple of other little bits and pieces. I've got some new alarms. I bought a set of the NDS, I think they're called NDS, yeah, NDS K15s, which is basically the new direction new alarms. First time using those, but I actually do really like them compared with my Fox ones. I like the Fox ones, but these are a lot easier because you can turn like the sensitivity and the night lights and stuff like that. You can turn it all on and off from the receiver, so you don't even have to get out the bivvy, which is a good thing. Anyway, let's do a little bit of talking about what we're going to be doing down here. So, we are in Long Island. Haven't done a vlog on this one yet. Yeah, this is Long Island. It's a fairly big bit of water. It's kind of like in a rectangular sort of shape. Thought I'd come down today because actually today's a really mild day. So I thought, well, the temperature's going to be up for a couple of days. It's not windy, so I don't know how much of an effect it's going to have on the water. I really can't see it having that much effect, to be honest, because you need the wind to sort of like mix in with the air. But I did walk round this morning. I was down here for about 8 o'clock this morning, and I saw one show just off the point of the island there. So I was like, oh, that's good. So that's the only thing that I've seen, and that was at 8 o'clock this morning. It's now about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So wherever you see him, I guess that's where you go. So that's what I did. The old trusty bait boat is here as usual, so I'm going to be using that. A lot of people will say, oh, why are you using the bait boat in such a little 2-acre lake? Well, the reason for it is if you came here and used a baiting pole, or if you came here and you walked around the other side of the bank, so say you were fishing over here in this corner like I am, and then you chucked a handful of pellet in, can somebody explain the difference to me, please? Because I can't see it myself. Right, you're still doing the same thing, just with a boat. I don't understand the argument that goes out there sometimes about these things. Anyway, for all of you that use a boat, if you use a pole, feel free. There's no rules about it here. You can do whatever you like in that respect. Anyway, we're not going to be going over the top with it. It just saves me spodding around, because the last thing you want to do is create a load of disturbance when you don't need to. So I'm going to give it a go for, I think, 2 nights. I'm going to do tonight, which is Sunday night, and then I'm going to do tomorrow night, which is Monday night, and see if I can winkle one out in that time. The baiting approach is a pretty straightforward one again. It's just a handful of sort of like flake maize, the house pellet, and a little bit of boilie crumb. There's nothing too overcomplicated about it. There's not a lot of food items in it. It's just kind of like scattered around everywhere once it releases out of the boat. And that's going out also with a solid bag. I've got one on a pink and I've got one on an orange. Right, my work here is pretty much done. We've got one set over in the corner over here, right over there, and the other one is off of this point here where I saw that fish this morning. That's pretty much it, ready to go. Now it's just a case of just sitting down and waiting to see what happens, see if we can see anything. Well, 20 past 5. not a lot happening at all. To be expected really, I suppose, because it's the middle of January. Anyway, not a lot I can do. Maybe the hours of darkness will be the one that produces the fish, who knows. Don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but it is starting to get quite dark now. Just turned the old night marking on the new alarms on, so if nothing else it looks pretty. It's not going to catch me any more fish, but it looks all right. Good morning. So last night turned out to be very cold. That's all I've got to say about it really. I did have a couple of liners last night, but unfortunately no fish. First one was probably about 1 o'clock, and then the second one was at about 4 o'clock this morning. I am fishing relatively quite tight lines, and that's because this time of year really I'm trying to fish for liners to just give me that sort of detection that there's fish in the area. Usually I would use a back lead in this swim, but seeing as I'm trying to make sure there are fish around, I decided to fish a tighter line. I don't think that I'm going to be doing the night tonight either, because yeah, again, there's another weather warning in telling us that we're going to have high winds and big amount of rain again, and I don't really fancy being out here for that, so there's no point in just sitting around being bivvy bound. So that's what I'm going to be doing, picking my battles. But I've got the rest of today, so we'll see what the rest of the day does. As you can see, it's pretty sunny. It's not warm by any stretch of the imagination. It's probably only about, well, I'd say probably about 4 or 5 degrees at the moment. You know, as the day goes on, that'll rise a little bit more, but until we get the wind, which is coming tomorrow, I don't see too much changing, because for the fish to be able to react to this kind of weather, you really need that wind to get up and dilute that air into the water. So at the moment, that's just not happening. However, let's see what the rest of the day does and go from there. So while I sit here on this afternoon, which appears to be a waste of time because my carp can't be bothered to put in an appearance, which I find quite rude, let me talk to you about the website for those of you who haven't been to it yet, how to find it and what's there. So you can find the website at www.thatchersislandcarpfishery.co.uk. Here you'll be able to find out all the information that you need to know to get fishing. Everything from what type of ticket we do, the rules, prices, the house pellet that we do, and all the general information regarding our fish. There's also a page in there about how the fishery was built and the history behind it. As I said, for more information, head over to the website, thatchersislandcarpfishery.co.uk. Every bit of information you need will be there to inform you of how to book on. Well, as they say in trading, we are one and done. And yeah, wind's picked up a little bit now, but we are packed up. 24 hours, just a little over 24 hours really, but the risk to reward for this one probably is not worth it. So I'm gonna have a dry pack up, get indoors, and let it rain all day tomorrow, and that may change things if things become a little bit milder, but unfortunately it's a blank for me. So if you want to learn how to blank on your own fishery, I'm the man for you. But it is the middle of January, there's not a lot I can do about it. So until next time, tight lines, goodbye.